Hello again. The Take 5 action for June is to add photos to your memories and to create a photo album. Now, some of you may think that this is an impossible task, but it is not. It is really quite easy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. First thing you want to do is locate the Memories app on your phone, open it up, and it will default to a page which shows any photos that you have previously added to your memories. Now, what you'll notice on the bottom are some options. There's My Memories, Albums, Find, and more. If you click on Albums, it will show you any albums that you have created. Now, albums are pretty powerful, is a pretty powerful tool. You can create albums by date, by event, by person, by family, any category that you want, and this allows you to put your photos in it, to organize them, and to be able to access them very quickly and very easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a new album. So in the bottom right, you'll see a circle, blue circle with a folder and a plus. Click on it. Comes up with type album name. Now I'm going to add an album for some engagement pictures. So you type that in. You hit the save in the top right, and that creates an album. Nothing in it yet, but that will allow us to organize some of our photos into an engagement album. Now we need to add some photos to this album, so we go back on the bottom left to My Memories, and you'll see in the bottom right a plus sign. Click on the plus sign, and you can add documents, stories, audios, or photos. Now my recommendation would be not to add every photo on your phone into the Memories app. Rather, select those that you want to preserve for your posterity, those critical, those important ones, those that really share about your life and about your experiences. For example, if you participated in the cheese rolling championships in England, or you're the reigning champ of the hollering contest in North Carolina, those are perfect examples of pictures that you would want to preserve for your posterity. So to add them, you simply click on the photo, and this will give you some options. Take photo is to use your camera to import it directly into Memories. Camera roll will take you to your photo app on your phone that has all of the photos you've taken. And in My Files is if you have some photos in your files, you can upload those as well. So we're going to go to camera roll, and that takes me to my photos. So here you'll see a bunch of photos that I have taken. So some of the competitions that I have been in, my leisure clothes, my first car, and then my engagement photos. So what we're going to do is we're going to select some of these photos. So you just click on the photos, and you can pick these and import these by hitting the add button at the top. Now what you'll notice on the bottom is it says that I've selected 6. Under it, it says select up to 10. So you have to import these in groups of 10. When you're finished, you click add at the top, and it will automatically add these into your memories. So if I scroll all the way up, there they are. Now the first thing that you want to do is you want to tag individuals so that you can remember who these people are in the future. To do that, you click on one of the photos. The photo comes up, and in the bottom you'll see something to where you can add a title. You can tag it, you can add a comment, you can even record a voice explaining the photo. And then in that bottom right, there's an icon of a person with a plus. You click on that, and you'll see that it creates circles around the faces. This will allow you to tag who those individuals are. So click on one of the circles. It says add name, click on add name, and this brings up a list of all of the records that you have in Family Tree that are attached to your tree, your ancestors. You can scroll through those names and find the names of the individuals, or you can just click on filter by name and type in the name that you're looking for. It will come up, and you'll see 2 options here. So you'll see My Record, and you'll see just another one that just says Jeff. And in this case, if you have friends that maybe are not in your family tree, you can still put their name in and just click add new, and it will record who that person is. But for me, it's me. So I'm going to click on the circle, and now you see that I have tagged myself in this photo. Now the really cool thing about this is that when you tag yourself, it automatically creates a copy of this photo in Family Tree. So when you go to Family Tree and you go to your individual record and you go to the memories portion of your record, you will now see this picture. So if you had a family photo of 5 people, you tagged all 5 of them, it would create copies of this photo in all 5 of their records for everyone to see. When you're finished, you simply hit done. And then you'll see at the bottom, you can also add a title and some other information, but what you'll hit is the X in the left corner, top left corner. That takes you back to your screen. I want to point out something simple here. On each of these photos, you'll see a lock in the bottom right. What that's telling you is that this photo is restricted to your view only. If you want to change that, you can click on the photo. You can click on the 3 dots in the top right, and you'll see details. When you click on details, you'll see here visibility, public memory, private memory, or limited access. It defaults to private memory. And what you want to do is you want to change it to public memory if you want other individuals to see that record. So you simply click on public and you hit save. You can also here enter title, description, event date, and place. So you can add some more information there and you hit save. Now what that does is that anybody who goes in and looks at a record in Family Tree will now be able to see that photo if it's been associated with that individual. For example, if I have a picture of my grandfather who has passed and I tag it as my grandfather, if I kept it as private, when I go into his record, I would see the photo, but no one else would. If I change it to public, then anybody who goes into that record will be able to see that photo. So you have to determine if the individuals are living, you may want to keep that as private. But if it's a photo of ancestors who have passed, then you can make that public and everyone that goes into that record can see it. Now, the next thing is when you hit the 3 dots again, you'll see rotate right, so you can change the orientation. You'll see add to album, move to archive, or delete. So if you've added a photo by accident, you can delete it. And if you want to add it to an album, you hit add album. The albums come up at the bottom, so you'll see engagement. And we've now added this to my engagement album. X in the top left takes me back to the main screen. I go on the bottom to albums, and you will see that this picture is in my engagement album. Back out, back to my memories. Now, if there's many photos that you want to add to this album, you can hit select in the top right. Select all of the photos that you want to add. Click on the 3 dots in the top right. Say add to album. I can also delete multiple ones at a time, but I'm going to add it to my album. Engagement at the bottom. And then I click albums at the bottom again. Go into my album for engagement and you can see all of those photos there. Now, unfortunately, when you bring all of these pictures in, you have to go to each individual photo and click on it to change who can view it and who cannot view it. So you'll see that lock on every photo that you bring in. If you bring in one single photo, so I'm going to come back to add photo, camera roll. I'm going to select a photo and I say add. When I bring in just one photo, you'll see at the very bottom it says only me. And if I click on that, it gives me the option to say make it public or make it private. So if I make this public, then that photo, when I hit save, becomes public. I hit the X, which takes me out, and you'll see that on the photo, see where that photo is at, there's no longer a lock symbol in the bottom right. Okay, so you can import several photos at a time, but then you'll have to go back to each photo separately and unlock them if you want to make them public. If you want to keep them private, you can just leave them as it is. So I would encourage you to play with this app, add some photos, create some albums, organize your photos, share them with your posterity, tag the individuals in it so that other people can see that in Family Tree. And it's a really great way to be able to share your memories. If you have any questions, please reach out to one of your Ward, Temple, and Family History leaders. They're happy to help you and answer any questions that you may have.